experience been like since COVID sort of took over the world, and what are you up to these days in order to try to keep making people laugh?
Right, man. It's things I never thought I would do. I can tell you that. The thing is, I went full time in late December of 2019. I had my job with Apple, and I was getting busy enough for 2020. And I was kind of frustrated with my job anyway. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a leap. I'm booked at least till June. I should be okay. And then, as we know, 2020 happened, and you break up with a girl, like, I don't need her. 2 months later, I'm so sorry for everything I
did. You're like, 2020 is my year, baby. Here we go.
Right. I got cocky. No, but it worked itself out. I had sat on enough. I'd built up enough like backup money in case gigs fell flat or something. So I'd tried to play it smart as I could. But yeah, it took the work away from all of us, and tried to find extra jobs, driving DoorDash and whatnot, all those side hustles. And later on in the year, some gigs were coming back in, but not enough to like every weekend. You're not gone every weekend. Zoom comedy. That I never thought I would do Zoom comedy.
So what is that like?
I've heard about that.
Yeah, so we've interviewed some people that have told us that they've had to do Zoom comedy. What's that like as a comedian doing Zoom comedy?
It's, man, when you do stand up, you do enough weird gigs to go, I just got to take the money and run. So, when you do comedy on a farm for prisoners, you learn. Which that really happened. That's a true story.
Okay.
We'll get to that later if you want.
Yeah, please. I'm really intrigued by this.
When done corporate gigs where they put you in the middle of the lobby where people are walking by and they just hand you a mic and a PV amp and go, here you go. So you got to have enough weird gigs to prep you for situations. And luckily, as comedians, you get those. It just wasn't my preference, but if they're going to pay, $75 for half an hour, I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. That'll be great.
Yeah.
And it ended up being better than I expected. And over 2020, I got really back into guitar playing because I had a lot of downtime. And so I started adding that at the end of some Zoom gigs, just not comedy with guitar, just going, hey guys, here's some bonus entertainment. Here's what I spent my time doing. Just wanted to share it with you guys. Just, again, not comedy, but I just wanted to add a little something extra.
Just really working the scales, huh?
Yeah.
Right. That joke did not fall flat.
Yes.
That was a major, good cadence.
Thank you, Lee Hardin.
But it ended up being, I kept expectations proper, and you met some cool people, and I saw smiles on their faces at the end, and that's the objective. You change the moods, you let them forget about what's going on for a little bit, and so that was enough. That worked. That was good.
Yeah, I had heard with the Zoom comedy that some of the roughest or probably the hardest part about that is that everyone mutes their mics, and you're, at least if, if you're in a big entry to a corporate office, at least maybe you get a smile or someone acknowledges that you're,
right.
You can kind of get a feel for how you're doing. But is that what it's like? Everyone mutes their mics and you're just running through your show?
Basically, luckily a couple of people, like 3 or 4, would unmute, and that's enough to go, okay, at least I can get.
Yeah. At least I'm getting a laugh out of somebody.
Something, yeah. So what's bad is like if they were, I think there was once where they were all on unmuted, but no one laughed for like 15 minutes.
Oh,
yeah. I was about to ask what.
I just suck. Okay, that's what.
Yeah, I was going to ask what would be the worst part: being unmuted, everyone unmuted in chaos, but at least you get some laughs or silence.
Yeah,
right.
Does it mess with the timing for the jokes whenever you're not able to hear the laugh and stuff from people?
Yeah, I mean, immediate reactions, like that's the key factor on knowing if you're funny or not. I mean, if they laugh 5 seconds later at a real show, you're going, all right, I need to tighten that up. I need to figure out a way to get them to understand what I'm saying better. But Zoom comedy, you just kind of go anticipate the delay, and if they're still not laughing, you're just like, ooh, okay, I need to work on this. But it's I've heard this comparison. It's not mine, but an audience for comedians like strings for a guitar. I mean, you engage and then you get an immediate reaction. You need that immediate reaction. So Zoom comedy just makes it an obstacle, not impossible.
It's tough, yeah.
You know.
So have you been heckled over Zoom yet?
Ooh, good question.
No, I think they just leave the meeting. So.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say that I know for the Bible studies that we've done that when somebody has a comment, if I'm the one who started the Zoom,
I was gonna say I can
just
them.
mute them.
Yeah.
Somebody starts talking in the middle of it, I'm like, no, it's not a time for questions. Mute
right.
you.
Like, so, you wish you could do that in real life.
Yeah. So, I mean,
you could even rename them, I think, right? You could say jerk, rename jerk, mute.
I think if Zoom comedy continues, that could be a perk for you guys, is just being able to mute the room. Whenever you find somebody, you know what? I don't like the way that you did, or the person with the annoying laugh.
Now we just need to apply that for live shows where you can somehow mute the person that's heckling.
I am Lee Hardin, stand-up comedian, and the reason you should never listen to the Reverend and the Reprobate is your Arminian pastor grandfather would spin in his grave 10 times over.